My name's Megan. Welcome to Treat Yourself. Today we're making tequila lime cheesecake bars. It's Nigel's birthday coming up, and this boy loves tequila, so we're doing it for him today. So to make these, you're going to need cream cheese, of course, heavy whipping cream, some sugar, butter, couple of eggs, some graham crackers, and then of course your margarita ingredients, so your tequila, your triple sec, and your limes. It only feels right to start this off with a tequila shot, no offense. So we're gonna do that. Shout out to my restaurant job for making me learn how to cut citrus so well. Here you go. And for you. Yeah!
Yeah, happy birthday, Nigel. Thank you. Oh, I almost had a rough time with that.
Oh no. Anyway, back to the episode. We're gonna make some fucking cheesecake, yeah? So to start this cheesecake, you're going to have some melted butter at the ready, 1/4 of a cup to be exact. And then we're gonna go ahead and crush some graham crackers up to make the crust. I believe the recipe calls for 1 cup and 1/4 of graham crackers. I don't know, we're just gonna put enough in there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use a blender to do this just because it feels easier to me, personally. It's gonna be loud as hell for a second. I'm really sorry in advance. Okay, as you can see, that didn't work very well. So, please hold. Crush them up a little. God damn it. All right, we're gonna try this again. Okay. That's probably not enough, I'm not gonna lie. So you're just gonna add them to your butter. You can kind of just mix it up and you'll be able to tell when it's the right consistency. It's a vibe. I'm sorry for saying that. Don't make me look bad, like I don't know what I'm doing here, okay? You're going to, it doesn't even matter. So what you're gonna do with that is you're gonna line the pan you're gonna cook them in with either your choice of tinfoil, parchment paper, whatever makes you happy, it doesn't really matter. And you're just gonna put all of that in there. Smush it down. This is gonna be the bottom, this is gonna be the crust. It's kind of nice to get something like a little flat so you can press it down. You want it to be evenly distributed throughout, you know. So I'm just gonna use the bottom of this measuring cup to even it out. We got a hole, and listen, it's okay. Sometimes you get a hole in the crust, and you know what? It's not the end of the world. Might have needed a little butter, might have added too many graham cracker crumbs. You know, it's a loose science here, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you just have to say the crust is done, and just move on with your life, though. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay, you're gonna set that aside for now. We're gonna move on to the making the filling here. So, next we're gonna move on to making our cheesecake filling. We're gonna start with 60 ounces of cream cheese. Best if you leave them at room temperature because it's just gonna be way easier to mix them, especially if you're like me and you don't have an electric hand mixer. That would come in handy too right now. It's okay, you don't need fancy tools to bake fancy shit, so it's all good. We're just going to put our cream cheese into our bowl. Okay, all right. It's fine, that's enough. This is not that hard, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of that.
Doing okay?
What? You're gonna add 1/2 cup of sugar to your cream cheese, and we're just going to whisk these together until they are well combined before we add the rest of our ingredients. Hopefully our cream cheese is soft enough to use a whisk. I have a bad feeling that it's not. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Why does it have to be like that? Okay. Electric mixer would come really in handy right now. That would really help you a lot. I am having a time. I'm having a great time. Don't at me. Literally don't fucking at me like that. God, I'm supposed to look like I know what I'm doing on here. I do. Look at her, she's coming together. Thank you. See, I do know what I'm doing. This is proof. It's almost midnight again. Come on, what do you want from me? So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream to this. We are also going to add the zest from 2 limes. So we're gonna be here for a minute. Now we're gonna add juice of 2 limes. as well. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these in half and add the juice from both limes into this. Oh God.
Why am I turned on?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Continuing on, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of triple sec as well. It's a full-on margarita in a cheesecake, straight up. And now the recipe calls for 2 to 4 tablespoons of tequila. Mind you, 4 tablespoons is about 1/4 of a cup. Also, mind you, I made this once before and I will say that was not enough tequila for me. So let's see how much we have left. We're gonna add like 1 1/2 of what the recipe calls for. I wanted to taste the tequila more. The lime took over a little bit last time. We're just gonna mix that all together. You wanna get as many of the lumps out of this as possible. Just like looks nicer for your cheesecake to not be lumpy and weird. So that'll do it for us for now. So once you have all of that in, God, I should have put a paper towel down here. You see this? It's a mess. So next, the last thing we're gonna add into, Jesus, got a hair in my eye. You're gonna add 2 eggs, but you're gonna add them in and beat them into the mixture one at a time. So we're gonna add the first one, and that smells really good already. Look at that, that's beautiful. And that is gonna be your cheesecake right there. All right, so now that we have our cheesecake batter essentially done, all that's left to do is go ahead and pour it on top of our crust. That's all the good stuff. And then we're just gonna go ahead and give it a nice, make sure it's nice and evenly spread out. All right, looking good. And then we just gotta pop it in the oven. All right, so we're just gonna pop this in the oven. You're gonna set your timer for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we wait. She really left it a chaotic corner over there. Anyway, the timer's going off. The cheesecake is done. We're just gonna give it a quick little wiggle test to make sure that it actually is done. You want a solid amount of wiggle, but not too much because you don't want it to be raw still. But look at that. Just a decent little amount of wiggle. So the thing about this is that you can't eat cheesecake right away when it comes out the oven. I think you all know. No one wants a hot cheesecake. So we are going to go ahead and put this in the fridge, and we're gonna revisit this tomorrow morning. Once it's done, you definitely wanna let it sit overnight. Meanwhile, we're gonna, I don't know what she had going on over there. I guess we're gonna figure that out. But we'll see you all in the morning. Go on, go on, go on, go on. We're gonna put her in the fridge. Actually, really, we're gonna let it cool. We're gonna let it cool. We're gonna let it cool out here. We're gonna let it cool outside of the fridge, and then once it's cooled down, we're gonna put it in the fridge after that. Okay, anyway, yeah, it's okay. Ooh.
Flare.
Flare? You said flare? Oh, look at her. She's doing it. We're so proud.
So what are these again?
I don't know. I'm not drunk.
Ooh. Ooh.
The name: chocolate creme brulee, tequila, chocolate syrup, and milk. Almond milk. Okay. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yay. Cheers.
Oh, Gotta tap.
I'll tap on my camera.
All right. Oh.
It's chocolate
Oh,
milk.
hell yeah.
Oh.
There's more.
And good night on that note. There's more. Good morning, everyone. We hope we all slept well. You guys good? Anyway, we're having coffee. We're back. It's time to check on the cheesecake. Oh. It's a little moist on the top. Since we have our dish lined with paper here, should be able to take it out pretty easily. Heck yeah. Look at that. It's kind of a thin little cake, but that's okay because we're gonna make cheesecake bars out of this. Let's see if I can get the paper out from underneath it. Ooh. Hold on, I believe in this. There we go. She's beautiful. So let's slice it and garnish it, and then we can taste it, yeah? Tequila cheesecake for breakfast is the way to be, right? Am I right? Look how cute. Look at that. Little tequila lime cheesecake bar. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Nigel, this is for you.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Holy
That's a margarita in a cheesecake. I want you guys to try it too. Take some. It's tequila. It's pretty bomb, right?
Oh my god, it like melts in your mouth. It's just so perfect.
Yeah, it was
The
worth
crust,
it.
It's like sweet, but like the crust, I feel like has a little saltiness. It like just like
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make it overwhelming.
But you almost got like in the back of your throat a little bit, that like little bit of bite from the tequila. So you heard it here first. Put just like a little bit more alcohol in your recipe than it calls for. You want to taste it. But yeah, that's it. That's tequila lime cheesecake. That was delicious. Treat yourself. Drink your coffee. Anyway, it's 10:30 a.m. now. Extreme times only. Okay, bye.